Hi, I'm Joe Daniel from JoeDanielFootball.com and the Football Coaching Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about a double A-gap blitz for your 4-2-5 defense. Now, guys love double A-gap blitzes. It's a great way to get pressure. Here's the thing about the double A-gap blitz. It's a good blitz against the run game. Obviously, if I'm bringing both linebackers in a 4-2-5 defense, if it pops at first level, we've got problems, right? Because if I bring both these guys, who's the next guy? He's back here. He's 10, hopefully getting up there. But I just know if I'm bringing both of them, if they pop the first level, it's on a run situation, it's going to be a problem. I also know that this is a great blitz against drop back passing. However, if it's a sprint game or if it's a bootleg and they clear out of there before I can get in there and get to the quarterback, I've also got a problem because I've just brought two of my pass rushers right up the middle. And now I'm depending on what are most likely slower pass rushers on the edges, and especially those tackles, to get to the quarterback because I've brought my two fastest guys out of that group, usually, although we like to play some speed guys at weekend. I brought my two fastest guys in A-gap. But risk you take, okay, and we know that they're there. So we're going to talk about now a double A-gap blitz out of the 4-2-5. If we're in a zone blitz situation, we know that we're going to have our three deep here. And you can run this as a zone blitz or you can run it as a man blitz as well. Okay, cover zero. All right. We're going to have deep thirds out of these guys. Okay, our strong safety, weak safety, because they are not in the blitz. They are going to be our force players if we're talking about our umbrella. Okay, they are outside of the umbrella. They are the force players, and they are going to be drop-on-2 players, meaning they're going to check for a run-pass key. If they get past, then they're going to be looking up number 2. Okay, they'll be looking up number 2, finding him, and looking to get inside of him. If it's the Y, especially, we want to get inside of him because we don't have help from the inside, really. What we're going to do is drop one of these guys to get a little bit of help. So they're going to be our drop on 2. And again, they'll check run first. They're still force players in the run first. Okay. Look up number 2. You can just drop them to the hash, especially if you're expecting to get pretty quick pressure. You can just drop them to the hashes. The hashes are where the action happens, right? They get to the hash and then look at the quarterback, or look up number 2 when they get to the hash. And find out where he's at. Everything's going to happen pretty much between the hash and the numbers. So if you just want to drop him to the hashes or drop him halfway between hash and numbers is a good area to just, if you want to spot drop this, you're playing a little bit with fire. But if you're not seeing, we don't see, I know some areas see really, really talented, not necessarily more talented, but really well coached quarterbacks who are spending all year working on learning, R4 system and hot reads and all sorts of different things. And we don't see a ton of that. So we're able to just kind of roll the dice sometimes with a blitz. We're going to drop on 2. Somebody, since we're zone blitzing, somebody from the front 6 has to become our drop on 3 or low hole player here to get in this area. And what he does is pretty much look for crossers. If he gets a dragger, he's going to look to reroute him. He's going to push anything. If he gets a flare by the R, he's going to push it to one of the outside guys and look for a number 2 coming in to become the new number 3 to him. So he's going to be the drop on 3 guy. Whoever you want to do that with is kind of up to you. It doesn't have to be any particular guy. Doesn't have to be anybody specific. What we'll do here is I'm going to use the defensive end on the strong side for these purposes. Okay, so what we're going to do, and this is really the basics of zone blitzing, is we're going to have a loop guy here. He's going to be the contain guy there. Okay. I'm going to get this guy in a slam. He's going to be getting wide. He's looking to widen that pocket. If this quarterback gets out, he's got to get flat to try to get to him. Again, if this is a sprint out situation, if this is a sprint out guy, I don't want to bring this double A gap blitz here. I'm going to cut the nose out to B gap. And then what we're going to work to do here, and whoever you want to go first, I'm going to cross him. And so we're going to show it. Okay, get him kind of stacked so that center doesn't know. I've put the center in a situation where he has to make a decision now, okay? This center is going to have to make a decision to take one, and the other one's probably going to be on the back. Again, drop back passing situation. I'm putting that center in a tough spot here. Coming tight, and a lot of times I want that first guy to actually draw the center with him. He may bring a club to the center and really draw his attention, force his frame of mind. Now, if the center completely ignores him, then, just get a rip and get vertical. What I want him to do, and I drew that a little bit wrong, I want to get there and get vertical right now, and we're coming right tight off the hip with that Will backer. And if he comes clean, then we've got a really good shot here because that R is not going to be able to get up there and take a shot on him. So this is a really simple zone blitz. It's a double A gap. What I'm going to do is strike the tight end, and our defensive end is going to be a pressure key and a visual key. The pressure key is going to be the tight end, and that tells him most of what he needs to know. But I also sometimes get a slam on him and then a release, and that could get kicked out. So as he strikes the tight end, he wants to get the eyes inside and peek at that tackle's hip. And as long as the tackle's hip is setting, then he can know that it's a pass. If the tackle were to block down hard, then he's probably going to be looking inside because he's probably got something coming to kick him out. If he's got reach, then he knows he's going to be stretching it out. But if he's assuming that he gets strikes the tight end is now releasing. We're striking a tight. We're in a head up 6, but we're really striking slightly inside. And if he's not a very good guy, we're going to play him in a 7 inside. So one of the things we go over in the 4-2-5 defense system is who your personnel needs to be. So he's going to strike, and he sees that tackle's pass setting there. He sees it's a pass. Okay, now he's going to be the drop on 3 guy. Okay, just looking to get to the middle of the field. With the linebackers, if the linebackers are drop on 3 guy, then I'm going to tell him, hey, find out where the running back is and get there and do all this sort of stuff. His biggest concern is make sure that it's a pass and then just get in this little hole area where you can help out on crossers, kind of keep the quarterback, see his eyes and things like that, and just surprise, there you are. This guy wants to throw where these guys vacate. Maybe he's got a quick slant coming. I want him to try to get there and help out as best he can on it. So maybe he's got the tight end running a little seam and he can drop off and be inside of him. He can just kind of surprise the quarterback and be where he's not expected to be. Doesn't have to get great coverage there. Just get underneath something. And you can do that a lot of times by just watching the quarterback. So that's a quick little zone blitz out of the 4-2-5 defense system. These are exotics. One of the things that's really important to know when you're talking about zone blitzing is you don't carry 19 zone blitzes into a game plan. You carry 1, 2, maybe 3 into a game plan. What we do a lot of times is we'll come up with 3 in that Sunday meeting and say, here's 3 that we want to look at. And on Tuesday or Wednesday, if by Wednesday they're not all clicking, we'll pull 1 or even 2 out and only carry 1 into a game sometimes. It just depends on the situation of what you need for that game plan. We don't have to have them. So this isn't something, we're not going to have 19 different variations of double A gap blitzes. It's just what we think is going to give us the best advantage that week. If you want to get deeper into the 4-2-5 defense, then you can go to 425defense.com and check out the 4-2-5 defense system. You can also get tons of great coaching information on joedanielfootball.com and follow me on Twitter @footballinfo.